Good morning, beautiful people. In the next few episodes, we're going to be heading back to our lovely little airstrip where we're going to do another 3x3 showdown. And if you don't know what that is, basically we take 6 cars, bracket them into 2 groups, and then do a 3-way drag race elimination style. And then the winner from both groups then head on to race each other in the final round. A few months ago, we did this series with a bunch of entry-level supercars, breaking them down by front engine versus mid-engine layout. So for the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing the exact same thing, except with some mid-range sports cars. Now, no particular segment. The only thing they do have in common is how many wheels power gets sent to. And what that basically means is rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive. Now, the lineup might be a little bit unconventional, but I assure you it should be pretty interesting, at least to me.
That's probably because I love all things racing, or that maybe because I have a dog in the race.
Today, we're going to start with the all-wheel drive cars. Let's take a look at who we got.
This is the Audi RS3. I raved about this platform for quite a few episodes now. It's a 400 horsepower pocket rocket that's stimulated by a rather unique turbocharged inline 5. It carries 5 people and can sprint to 60 in less than 4 seconds. Weighing in at just under 3,600 pounds, the power to weight is a respectable 9-to-1. In our acceleration test, we were able to run a high 12-second 60-to-130 time on 93 octane. However, we also talked about how it needs exceptional fuel to see its full potential. So today we're popping in a few gallons of E85 to see what it can really do, and to see if my theory is true. Here's our very own BMW X6 M50i. It seems a little out of place, but it's the middleman in terms of power output. With a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, we're looking at 523 brake horsepower and a massive 553 pounds of torque. However, it does weigh a good 5,200 pounds, so the power-to-weight ratio is a hefty 9.9-to-1. In our initial test of the car, we were running 13 flat in the 60-to-130, but I've been breaking her in a little bit more, so now it's putting down high 12s pretty consistently. And of course, yours truly will be piloting this beast today, so we'll have some home field advantage there. Last but not least, we have the BMW X3m Comp. Stock, we're looking at 503 horsepower, and we already know how fast these things are, so adding a tuned one into the mix is just pure overkill. This particular car has a BM3 Stage 1 tune optimized for E30. Sounds simple enough, but now we're talking about a ridiculous 600 wheel horsepower or over 650 to the crank. Definitely not a fair fight here, but we didn't have a choice because our original contender had to drop out last minute due to technical problems. So in order to even things out a little, we decided to pop in 5 more adults into the car, which brings it up to about 5,400 pounds or so, and now our power to weight is around 8.3-to-1. Still mega OP, but let's see what happens.
Okay, we're all set. Alright, on my go.
So we handicapped the X3m as much as possible, but no matter what we did, it still demolished both the RS3 and our X6 M50. Pretty much a given though. Don't blame me, I tried to level the playing field as much as I possibly could given the circumstances. If you're looking for an asshole to blame, look at the guy who was supposed to show up and race us, and that's my buddy John Bromley with the full bolt-on Stage 2 Focus RS, who talked a whole bunch of smack and then decided to do an oil change the night before, leave his oil cap off, show up, get a check engine light, cry about it, run home, come back, and then we did get a one-on-one race at the end, but let's just say the results weren't very pretty for him. Anyway, I wanted to follow up on the fuel theory for the RS3. He ended up putting a little bit too much E85 in the tank, so the mixture was around E30-ish, so that's about 97 octane. But let's take a look at the data. You can see that the increased octane over 93 made a huge difference. Low end was negligible, but over a whole second faster in the 60 to 130, and 4 miles per hour in the half. That's phenomenal. These numbers are correct at the sea level, but both times we ran the car, the conditions in DA were almost identical, so I feel like that's a non-variable there. At some point, I want to do a dedicated episode on whether or not increased octane actually makes a difference. It's a topic that's probably been beaten to death on the internet forums for like 2 decades now, but as with all things in life, I like to see the results for myself. Regardless, looks like the X3m is moving on to the final round, so on the next episode, we're going to need to find a rear-wheel drive contender who can give him a run for his money. Given the circumstances, I think I have just the cars that are up for the challenge. Hopefully they can keep up. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Hey guys, if you like this video, help a brother out by giving it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or if I said something weird, let me know in the comments below. You can also support the channel by sharing our stuff or maybe shop in the merch store. And if this is your first time here, don't forget to check out some of my other stuff. I produce all sorts of cool cinematic car content, so if that's your jam, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon for new episodes every week. Thanks for watching.